Today I'm going to endeavour to do what it is I do, which is landscape photography, but mainly using the drone. Welcome to the new vlog. Today's going to be a fabulous day. It's lovely and warm actually because there's no breeze. I'm excited, so let's do this. It's another vlog time, and this time I've made it outside. Okay, so today's subject would be here. This is Castle Stalker, the 4-storey tower house or keep, which is picturesquely set on Loch Lake. Quite an awesome view. As you can see, the sun is out, the water is calm, and Castle Stalker here is proudly standing out. If you're interested in the word stalker is Gaelic for hunter or falconer, if you will. Castle Falcon. Sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, also made famous in Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Guided us.
How you English say, one more time, Mac. Unclog my nose in your direction, sons of a window dresser. So you think you could out-clever us French folk with your silly knees bent running about advancing behavior? I'll wave my private parts at your aunties, you cheesy lot of second-hand electric donkey bottom biters.
Somebody said to me about flying drones and the different types of drones that are available. For me, drones fall into two main categories. You're either somebody who likes to fly them for fun at speed and navigate between, you know, just fly it just for the sake, like a remote control car, you know, or anything else that's remote controlled. It's a hobbyist thing. The other side of the coin is for people who want to do photography and the people who want to film. So this will be for people who want to do photography and people who want to film. Today, I'm going to mainly be talking about the DJI Mavic. It is the smaller drone of my gearsenal. That's a new word I made up, by the way. It's kind of like Arsenal, but it's gear and I carry it. So, gearsenal it is. It is a 4K, it does have a 4K camera. It maybe does not have a great codec. Codec meaning that it's what transfers the information through the lens, you know, into the chip on board, and it gives you its quality. I mean, if you buy a more expensive drone that's going to have a much better codec, it will translate that information into a better quality. But what was said to me was that the DJI Mavic is useless for anything cinematic or anything commercial use. And to that I say, well, I can't say that, but I can think it to you. And it does involve bovine, and it does involve some sort of fecal matter. But I would like to prove this point wrong, and this is for a beginner as well. I am by no means any expert. I just have kit that I use, kit that I like to use, settings I like to use, and I just want to validate that, I suppose. I worked on a TV show last year for STV Productions that was being made for BBC. You might have heard of it. It's called The Antiques Road Trip. And I started it with a celebrity one and then moved on into the normal one as that one finished. Now, I can safely say that as I was working as production on that, I was also flying my drone and aerial footage from a DJI Mavic. So to anybody, the naysayers that say that a DJI Mavic is just a hobbyist drone and can't be used for anything more than that, proof is in the pudding.
The nation's favourite celebrities.
Oh! Just want to touch base?
Paired up with an expert. And a classic car.
No hands!
Their mission? To scar Britain for antiques.
My office. Now!
The aim? To make the biggest profit at auction. But it's no easy ride. Who will find a hidden gem?
Like that.
Who will take the biggest risk?
This could end in disaster.
Will anybody follow expert advice.
But I love this.
How would you buy something you're not going to use?
There will be worthy winners and valiant losers.
No, I don't want to shake hands.
Put your pedal to the metal.
Let me get out of first gear.
This is the Celebrity Antiques Road Trip. Yeah.
In order to get the perfect conditions, there has to be first, indeed, the perfect conditions. And today is great because there's some sun, so there's plenty of light. There's no wind, and there's no people around. There's nothing around creating any concern. So in terms of beginners, this is ideal. And don't feel because flying a drone seems complicated, it isn't really. But as long as you're mindful and you're sensible about it, then there shouldn't be any problems whatsoever. So in this shot, what I'm doing is I'm just flying it nice and slow. Slow is the key. I've got my frame rate set at 24 frames per second, which means it's taking 24 individual photos every second. So the smoother your flying is, the smoother that footage will look. And basically what you want to do is you want to think about this prior to you flying. You want to find your objective, where you're going to be focusing on, and fly to it. Generally speaking, you don't really be wanting to be doing too many weird manoeuvres because it won't translate well when you start to edit it if you're going to be making a film. If you're doing photography, that's different. However, you still need to find your composition. So in this case, we have Castle Stalker, and it is on an island. It's got 4 sides, so you may as well taking a shot on every side because you have mountains to one side, you've got hills to the other, there's greenery, there's snow, there's water, there's quite a lot going on here. So get the drone in the air, find a composition either further back, slightly low, a little bit higher, but I mean you're viewing it on the tablet or your phone or whatever, so you can actually see a good eye for what it is you want. I shoot my film in a very flat colour profile, and basically what that means is that everything looks really washed out when I'm filming it, but when I add it into post, I get to then boost all the contrast and the shadows and, you know, the highlights to make it look a little bit more as it is, because the onboard graphics aren't good enough to capture what I can see. So sometimes it's better just to shoot it all completely flat and make it look minced, really, and then and change it. There's still quite a lot of negative feeling towards drones and their users, but I would like to think that you can see from my kit and setup that I'm not here to cause problems. I'm not here to upset any locals or any wildlife or any livestock for that matter. I can see where they are. I'm being sensible at where I am. You know, there's a power line behind me, there is a sheep over that way, there is a farm over that way, and, you know, there's nobody over here, there's nobody on the water. So generally speaking, I'm abiding by all the rules and just being sensible about it, which is what anybody really wants. Here is some of the footage that I shot. As you can see, this is it ungraded and just flat as I shot it. It's slow, steady, smooth, keeping the subject matter in the centre of the frame, because that's all you want. Because I'm filming the castle, I want to see the castle, and I want to go around the castle and see what the castle looks like with different backgrounds. So if I always keep the castle as the foreground, then you can change the background, whether it be the green hills or the taller hills with the snow on top. So you get that option there, and then you get to edit it together with different shots. Nice and low as well. Everybody likes to go high, but sometimes going low and slow is just as cool. So if you get nice and low to the water, as comfortable as you're willing to do, and obviously without destroying your equipment. But if you're further away, if you're far enough away from the castle and you're nice and low, it'll have that loom, you know, that it looms into view as closer you get. But you don't have to do the full shot. You don't have to fly straight up close to it and run risk of anything. You're going to change all this and edit. You want to create that anticipation. You want to create that beauty and create that cinematic feel. Obviously at the moment it doesn't look very cinematic because it's just me flying a drone, it's uncolour graded and there's no music, so it's quite boring in fairness. But you need to think of the shots ahead of time. So you've got a shot of the castle, you've got a shot around the castle, over the castle, and then you're thinking, right, maybe I should go low to the water and fly away from the castle, or maybe fly between the castle and something else. Like here, there's an island just off the side of the castle, and if you fly in between it, it disappears out of the right shot, and that's quite nice as well. You could do that in reverse and have it as a reveal shot, the pull away shot to reveal everything that's going on. But you just want to make sure you try and get as much information that you can then use later to edit together to make a lovely little piece about Castle Stalker. So if I take all the footage that I've had, that I've done, and you know, I can do a castle section. But probably what I'll also do is I will film some additional general visuals or B-roll around about here to show exactly what I achieved today, and I'll make a cinematic sequence of it all. Let's see how it looks edited together, color graded with some music, if I were to be, for example, trying to sell this castle to somebody to come and visit it. Say, hey man, you ever been to Castle Stalker? Like, no. Oh, what does it look like? Watch this. I forgot to record an outro section yesterday while I was at Castle Stalker, so I'm having to do it now in-house. But it was really just a short outro just to say thanks very much for the additional subscribers and likes. I've now surpassed 100, I'm over 150 now and well on the way to 200, so that's great. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's much the cinematic part as well as the bit prior to it. I hope that it gives an understanding of my workflow and how I do things. It's not so much of a tutorial, but more of an understanding of how I film and take photographs with a drone. I'm sure though if you have any other questions and you would like to see some other content in relation to it, so leave some comments below and I'll certainly have a look to it and how how other parts of my workflow are achieved, whether it be editing, colour grading, music, anything really. I did take some DSLR shots yesterday as well, but I haven't edited those as such. But certainly if you keep an eye out, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, I'm always throwing some images up there. So like this video if you did enjoy it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, great to have you here, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one, whatever that may be.